Being pregnant is one of the most challenging things to endure, and that's when things go to plan. And yet, have you ever thought about what it would be like to experience that when you go through severe complications? Of course, men can only wonder, but imagine the women who have been through it and lived to tell the tale. Those accounts have become synonymous with miraculous births around the world to the point where it is hard to believe that they ever happened. Imagine a man giving birth or a woman who was pregnant for 5 years. Stay tuned for the top 10 pregnancies that will change the way you look at a baby forever. Number 10. Alexandra Kinova. Childbirth is often referred to as a gift. However, in this case, it was quite literally a miracle. Meet Alexandra Kinova, a Czech citizen. Back in 2013, when she was 23, she gave birth to 5 babies via C-section. There were twins in the ultrasound, so when she saw 5 heads, Alexandra was speechless to say the least. These babies made history, as they were the Czech Republic's first quintuplets. What impressed the doctors throughout the entire procedure was that Alexandra did not require IVF or fertility treatment. That put the odds of conception at around 1 in 60 million. Alexandra and her husband already had a son, who went on to name his new siblings, and it was certainly a day to remember. Number 9. Nadya Suleman. While we were on the topic of multiple births, let's talk about Nadya Suleman. She's also known as the Octomom in reference to her delivering 8 kids. Nadya gave birth to 8 children at once on January 26, 2009. This rare and unusual pregnancy caught the attention of the Guinness Book of World Records. Her octuplet survived the first week, and this was the first known case in history. What's more fascinating is that she already had 6 babies before. Now she takes care of all 14 under the same roof. She, alongside her kids, is now a household name on social media. Number 8. Stacy Herald. According to doctors, Stacy Herald wasn't supposed to have children. She was born with osteogenesis imperfecta, a physical disorder. She had brittle bones, and as a result of the disease, Herald was barely 2 feet and 4 inches tall. The doctors advised her not to get pregnant since it could be harmful. A developing baby might crush her lungs and her heart, doctors warned. However, the doctor's assumption wasn't entirely accurate. She and her husband Will wanted babies, and they had them. Several of them. In fact, by the time she was 36, Herald had successfully given birth to 3 lovely children. "All my babies are miracles," Herald said. Number 7. Julia Grovenburg. Getting pregnant while being pregnant is called superfetation, and there are only about 10 cases in recorded history. Julia Grovenburg from Arkansas witnessed this phenomenon back in 2010. She and her husband were devastated by their failed attempts at conceiving a baby. However, their last attempt was successful, and 33-year-old Julia became pregnant twice within 2 weeks. The ultrasound revealed 2 separate fetuses in 2 separate sacs, one larger and more developed than the other. The doctors were surprised. On December 2, 2010, both babies were delivered healthy and at the same time, although their due dates were originally weeks apart. Number 6. Jaci Dalenberg. How would you feel if your biological mother was the same as your grandmother? Yeah, it's pretty confusing and may sound like an episode from Friends. Surrogacy is not an easy option for people as they have to entrust their children to a complete stranger. Kim and Joe Casano did not have a choice, so Kim asked her mother, Jaci Dalenberg, to bear her child. Jaci agreed and got pregnant. To their surprise, though, she actually gave birth to triplets at the age of 56. She became the oldest woman to do so ever. All the babies were healthy girls. Number 5. Thomas Beatie. Motherhood and pregnancies are solely for females. However, there has been a bizarre case where a man became pregnant. Meet Thomas Beatie, that very man. Thomas is actually a transgender male. Originally born a female, he underwent a double mastectomy to transition into a male. His wife, Nancy, was unable to have children, so they decided that he would be the one to carry it via sperm donor. Thomas became pregnant and was the first man ever to deliver a child. He actually gave birth twice and is also mentioned in the Guinness Book of World Records. Number 4. Estela Melendez. A 91-year-old woman from Chile named Estela Melendez was shocked to her core when she found out that she had been pregnant for the past 60 years. The amazing part was that the baby was not made of flesh and bones, it was a stone baby. Estela Melendez said she had a lump on her belly for many years but had no idea she was carrying a fetus. This condition is called lithopedion, where a fetus dies within the womb of a woman. The doctors initially ruled the lump as a tumor, but another scan revealed its true nature. The doctors could not perform surgery to remove it since it was dangerous considering Estela's age. Number 3. Lauren, the woman pregnant for 5 years. Pregnancy can be long and tedious for some women, but what if you had to keep that child in the womb for 5 entire years? That was the case with Lauren, who was supposedly pregnant for that long. Since she would not have been paid maternity leave and could not afford to have a day off, Lauren decided to leave the baby inside her womb until its 6th birthday. Yes, it all seems too bizarre to be true because it is. It highlighted how the United States is the only country that doesn't guarantee women paid maternity leave, which is why Lauren opted just to keep the baby growing inside. This may be outlandish, but it does shed some light on the crucial topic. Number 2. Joanna Krzysztonek. Moving from Lauren to another woman, meet Joanna Krzysztonek from Poland, who had a somewhat similar condition. Joanna had been in labor for 75 days. Her doctors insisted that she keep her feet above her head for a portion of the time. She went into labor early at 21 weeks. Joanna gave birth to the first of her triplets, but it was far too soon and the baby died. Krzysztonek's other 2 children might not have lived if she didn't stop the contractions. Doctors placed her in a bed with her feet up at a 30-degree angle. For a few more months, this helped to alleviate the contractions until her babies were big enough to be delivered safely. She gave birth to a healthy daughter Iga and a boy Ignacy after 75 days of pain. And at number 1, Omkari Panwar. Age is just a number when your spirits are high, especially when it comes to motherhood. This phrase is very true in the case of Omkari Panwar. Omkari gave birth to healthy twins in 2008 when she was 70 years old. Even though the twins were born prematurely, they managed to survive. She surprised doctors worldwide by giving birth at such an age. Omkari said, "If I am the world's oldest mother, it means nothing to me. I just want to see my new babies and care for them while I am still able." And with that, we end today's video. Which unusual case surprised you the most? Are there any stories that you think deserve a spot on our list? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe and give us a like. And don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.